Doesn't matter. I've never seen a man dressed like this before. It's like wearing a cape, covering something up. Didn't go as smooth as I wanted to, but such as my new haircut. Yep, that's right. The man's got his Christmas do going with my haircut. What's going on, guys? This is the Club of the Man 1993, and I'm up here really quick to give you a brief recap and review of what happened on this week's episode of NXT. Like I said, I posted a video last night. Right now, I'm kind of like easing back on wrestling, so I didn't really watch NXT this week. I just watched the highlights. I may be doing more reviews in the next coming weeks based off of the highlights rather than just watching some of the whole shows if I really don't want to. NXT I'd want to watch, but it's just, again, the Wednesday Night Wars, and just keep it up with, how I feel and whatnot if I'm up to reviewing these shows, as I'm saying right now, because I'm just burned out. So, I just watched the highlights. Thoughts on it to watch this week. There's a lot of stuff in this week's episode. It just was what it was. I mean, the best part of the show, no doubt about it, was that number one contenders match between Pete Dunne and Kyle O'Reilly. That was definitely an awesome part of the show. Main event was decent. I don't know. This week's episode of NXT seemed to feature a lot of things that, to me, I'm like, okay, it is what it is. Will this actually go somewhere? It's one of the episodes to go where, with how, not terrible, but a little bit off the NXT bookies. But I'm watching, I'm thinking, okay, is this actually going to get somewhere, or is this just going to be going back in circles like it's been for quite a while now? That's what I felt. And, if some of this stuff goes a further direction, then maybe I can come back to this episode and say, you know what, this was a better episode than I expected. It's just right now, the current circumstances, I'm giving this show the grade I'm giving it because, like I said, it's one of those shows that I feel like when I saw, I need to see more from, to see if this actually would work or not. So that's really my thoughts. I'm going to give my brief, just thoughts on everything that happened on the show. What's up, Mark? The one thing you'll get is how come Karrion Kross is not getting a shot at the NXT title? Yeah, it's true. Again, I don't know why he's not getting a shot immediately, unless they're saving it for an actual takeover. But it doesn't quite make sense that he's not getting an immediate title shot as he should have, since he never lost a championship, since he had to relinquish it. So I don't get that, but we'll see what happens. I think it was giving him a big win over Damian Priest at New Year's Evil, and then going from there, unless they pull a fast one on us and drop the NXT title to Kyle O'Reilly, which we'll talk about that briefly in a second. And he also says, love the haircut. Thanks, man. And again, guys, I'm just exhausted. It's just been very, very rough with work with this holiday rush and skeleton crew, and then big snowstorms. We have 9.5 inches of snow last night we got here. So, yep, it's a winter wonderland here. And, like I said, right now it's just that I'm trying to ease back a little bit on the wrestling. Still doing these recaps, but as far as actually watching the shows, easing back a little bit with that. But still come up here and try and talk about briefly what happened on the show. So, we open up the show with The Way, Johnny Gargano and Austin Theory taking on a team of Kushida and Leon Ruff. Austin Theory and Johnny Gargano get the win in this match as Austin Theory he kicks him in and he hits an ATL, but then he hits another finishing maneuver, and he said this is the way, and it was like different, similar to kind of like MVP's like Playmore finisher or like a scoop slam or something like that. It was a little bit like a different move we've seen Theory do. But Theory got the victory by pinning, I believe it was Leon Ruff, I think it was. So, nice to see Theory actually pick up a victory, since, again, he was not really booked super well and losing a lot of matches before. He's been randomly paired up with Johnny Gargano. And like I said how many times I'm saying I'm not completely happy about how they booked this Johnny Gargano heel run. So my thing is Austin Theory actually going to benefit from teaming with Johnny Gargano? Because right now already, having them win like that, I mean, it's me jumping to conclusions, but they're already kind of showing that Theory's a more superior one than Johnny Gargano. But we'll see where it goes. Like I said, decent opener. Again, I just gotta trust that they're going to continue to actually go somewhere with this the way stable that they're doing with Johnny Gargano, Austin Theory, Candice LeRae, and Indy Hartwell. And then Dexter Lumis in the spotlight. Apparently, he's going to be the host for New Year's Evil. We have a video package of Toni Storm running down her history with Rhea Ripley. She chased Nightmare out in the UK. All she cares about is herself now. Tony time. We also get a video package for Legado del Fantasma. Shotzi Blackheart looks like to see backstage pissed off. And she's going to be facing Indy Hartwell. And Shotzi's proud of her War Games team and thinks Candice bragged about her win is ridiculous. She mocks the trophy and says she broke LeRae's arm in the cage, and tonight she will break her silence. Tommaso Ciampa then defeated Tyler Rust. And of course, he kind of played some more mind games with Timothy Thatcher, and Thatcher came out and tried to confront him again. I kind of don't get why this feud with Thatcher and Ciampa is continuing, because, again, what's it doing for Tommaso Ciampa? And if Timothy Thatcher's not winning, then what's it doing for him? Again, I hate to say it, but I think Tommaso Ciampa's options in NXT. I mean, Johnny Gargano is basically there as well, but Tommaso Ciampa, he's run out of options in NXT. I hate to see him go to the main roster, even though NXT's not being booked the strongest right now, as I keep saying. But maybe time we have to put Ciampa on the main roster now if there's nothing else to do for him. So Ciampa defeats Rust, and afterwards Timothy Thatcher tries to get a piece of Ciampa. It doesn't work out. Grizzled Young Veterans cut a promo. They see O'Reilly and Dunn walking out as they had a video promo, and then O'Reilly and Dunn make their way there. Karrion Kross at a teaser, and then we see the Malcolm Bivens came out to give Russ a pep talk. So I guess they're going into business together rather than intershare. Kyle O'Reilly then took on Pete Dunne. And then it was before the match started. We had Lorcan and Birch surround the ring, and then Undisputed Era, everybody except for Bobby Fish, started brawling with Lorcan and Birch. And then Breezango made their random return, and then they took out everybody. Killian Dane and Drake Maverick also joined us. So a bunch of tag teams just brawling for a heck before this main event match. And this match I actually watched highlights for, and I thought it was a very good match. Like I said, I mean, I'm intrigued by this singles push they're giving to Kyle O'Reilly. The one thing that kind of bothers me about it, again, still, is the fact that, once again, why is Adam Cole, completely cool with Kyle O'Reilly stepping in front of him? You think, Adam Cole, would they already kind of tease him trying to get back into the title picture, not being Mr. Nice Guy and having Kyle have his spot, unless he thinks that if Kyle wins the championship, then he has an easier target, but what do I know? But this was a pretty good physical match. And to my surprise, somewhat, Kyle O'Reilly beat Pete Dunne clean in the ring, which is quite impressive because not many people have had a chance to beat Pete Dunne clean in the ring. So that's definitely a good spot looking for Kyle O'Reilly. And he goes on to get the victory, and he's going to be facing Finn Balor in a rematch at NXT New Year's Evil. Which I'm fine with giving the rematch. I think, though, is what's the point of O'Reilly getting a rematch if he's most likely probably not going to win? Unless they swerve us and put the belt on O'Reilly and have Karrion Kross take him out, and then Kross becomes the champion again. So he get it immediately, and so that's fine. I felt this match also should have been the main event. Not sure why it wasn't, but we'll see what it does. Will they maybe pull the trigger and put the belt on O'Reilly to drop to Kross? We'll wait and see. But interesting move there. I thought we were going to be getting Pete Dunne and Finn Balor, but it looks like we're going to be getting Finn Balor and Kyle O'Reilly Part 2. Just don't break his jaw again, Kyle. So we have that. And then Rhea Ripley's interview backstage, noting that Raquel Gonzalez backed away from their confrontation. She also tells Toni Storm she's a different nightmare now. We also have a strange thing with Xia Li and Boa. Again, we don't know what the heck's going on there. Shotzi Blackheart took on Indy Hartwell and won by disqualification. And then during the match, I believe the trophy with Shotzi Blackheart's face got broken. So afterwards, the way came out interfered, causing a DQ and a wave for Shotzi. And then they get to the ring, and then Candice LeRae comes out, hits a Wicked Sister on her to take her out. So don't know what's up with that. Karrion Kross squashed Desmond Troy and called out Damian Priest for New Year's Evil. They're having a match there, which should be a good match. Isaiah Swerve Scott was interviewed backstage, answering the question as to why he didn't shake Atlas's hand. He says he doesn't know why, and then why it's a big deal. Atlas is beneath him, but catches himself. Jake belongs here, but losing to someone who doesn't have as much experience gets to him. So he wants Mr. Regal to get a rematch set up, and this time it'll be a different match. They're teasing so that Isaiah Swerve Scott heel turn. Is that the case? Oh, the hell, Lark. Who the hell knows? Everrise rushes in to say last week it was a 2-on-1 handicap situation. They wanted to cooperate, and it's given stricken in the record book. Their undefeated streak continues. They're coming for Goldberg. They don't want a rematch, but they want to do Everrise rules, whatever that is. We have a vignette with Finn Balor speaking how Kyle proved himself that he belonged at TakeOver 31. He broke his jaw, but he still lost. So what's next? O'Reilly suffers on January 6th, and it won't be. It'll be Kyle O'Reilly and Finn Balor at the end. We also learned that Cross and Priest is official as well. Again, which is interesting again for sure. Are they going to just give the match between Finn Balor and Karrion Kross, or are they going to have Cross maybe fight Cross maybe fight Kyle O'Reilly instead, just to kind of protect Finn Balor maybe? Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. Toni Storm then defeated Rhea Ripley in the main event. I remember the matches in the UK. They were alright, but I still felt like they didn't really have the best chemistry when they had their matches in the UK. This match though ends when Raquel Gonzalez interferes in the match and takes out Rhea into the post, and then Toni Storm is a Storm Zero to retain the victory. So I don't know if they're going to be giving Toni Storm the title shot, or they're going to be giving Raquel Gonzalez the title shot. So who knows? The consistency is a little bit off, of course, with NXT, so we'll have to wait and see what they decide to do. Live chat before we go off the air. What's up, Tyler? AEW is a better show than NXT. That's for damn sure. But yeah, guys, that's gonna do it. That's gonna do it for this live review and recap of NXT, guys. Again, it's how it might be for a while. If I'm not really up to reviewing the shows, I'll just come up here and just recap what happened, and we'll go from there. So guys, once again, what are your thoughts on NXT for this week? Leave your thoughts down in the comment section below. And be sure as always to slap a like on the video, subscribe or comment on my channel, and follow me on Twitter at TheManBry3. Till then guys, I'm checking out. See you all tomorrow and over the weekend for my SmackDown and TLC review. Have a great rest of your night. I'll see you all later. Peace out, everybody.